Whoa, looking at my drip, looking at your drip. Whoa, mommy looking.
Good afternoon, guys, and welcome to another vlog with the R family. So today we're starting today's vlog a little bit later on in the afternoon, but all for a good reason. So we were going to get up this morning and start vlogging straight away, but something amazing happened. So our granddaughter was born today. I'm going to give you a little rundown of what happened. Was a little bit scary, but all good in the end. And baby Arabella arrived safely this afternoon. So I'm just going to tell you quickly. Chelsea was taken into hospital. She was already prepped for an induction. So she was due to be induced yesterday. So she got taken into hospital. The plan was to give her the balloon. They did give her the balloon around, I think it was around 11, half 11, something like that. Might have been a little bit later. So they gave her the balloon, but she just wasn't dilating from 2 centimetres. She'd had that all through the night. I think when it got to about 2:30 this morning, she messaged me. She said the contractions had got worse. And they hadn't given her enough check yet, so they weren't sure whether she'd dilated anymore or if she hadn't. So anyway, she'd messaged me saying, I can't cope with the pain, I'm on my own, I'm real scared, and they're just ignoring me, they're just leaving me, which we'd all think if we were sat in a hospital on our own in so much pain. You know, it's quite a scary experience giving birth in it. So anyway, she'd messaged me around, I think it was about 8 o'clock this morning, 8:30, something like that. And she said, I've just lost my plug. So I was thinking, oh, well, that's a good sign, because obviously you've got the balloon. So the balloon is to help your cervix soften and to help your body realise that it needs to start labouring, because she was already having contractions which were like 5 to 6 minutes apart. So this was basically just to help move things along faster. So she'd messaged me and said that she'd lost the plug. So I was thinking, well, that's a good sign, because the balloon, I think the balloon's blown up to 4 centimetres, and then once you're open at 4 centimetres, the balloon would fall away. But I would imagine that if you'd lost your plug, then the balloon would have come away, because obviously the balloon must be in front of the plug, unless they get it behind it. I'm not too sure how it works. So anyway, she said she'd lost the plug. That was all good. And then she'd messaged me saying, I really can't do it anymore. I've been messaging him, I've been telling him that I need an epidural, I can't cope anymore, and all he keep giving me is codeine. She said, I'm out of my face, I just feel weak and tired, and it just feels like nobody's listening to me. But Chelsea suffered really bad when she was in labour with Kaya, and she was kind of having the same symptoms this time as she was last time, in regards to like the back pain and stuff like that, which they should have took note of, to be fair, from like the previous one, because when she was in that much pain, the baby was actually in a lot of distress, and they didn't realise until they come to do an emergency section. So anyway, she'd messaged me around 10 o'clock, I think it was, and said that they were coming down. I think it was like, it might have been 10:30, something like that. They were coming down to give her the epidural, and they were going to break her waters. So she had to wait for a little bit for them to come out and do that. And then I think she messaged me around 2:30. I think it was 2:30. Well, it was Aiden that messaged me. I'm not too sure on the exact times. The times are on my phone, but I'm just going off what I can remember. So I think it was around 2 o'clock. Aiden had messaged me and said that he was there with her now, and they were going to break her waters once she'd had the epidural. So they gave her the epidural and broke her waters, and that's when it just kind of all went kind of tits up. So once it broke her waters, the baby just didn't agree with it whatsoever. so her heart started dropping like rapidly. So they ended up having to carry out an emergency section, and it was a good job that they did, because one of the surgeons actually said if they hadn't got her into theatre at the time that they did, a womb actually looked like it was about to rupture. So you can imagine how much more serious that would have been. So thankfully she's arrived safely. I spoke to Chelsea I haven't spoke to the baby, but I've seen the baby, and they actually sent me the cutest picture ever of her being pulled out and just holding her up in the air. It was the cutest picture. It's one of them pictures you'll never ever like stop looking at. It's just so cute. I'm just so gutted she were able to get one of them a Kayo, because it would have been nice to have one of each of them. But yeah, it's just so cute. So I'll get Dave to insert a little picture here of when she was born. You can't see any bits because she's got like a card show him. So I'll get him to put it either here or here, wherever he'll put it, and then you can see it. Or if you're following us on Instagram, on my personal Facebook or TikTok, I should imagine it's on one of them now. If you want to go and check that out, or check the baby out. She's just absolutely adorable. But yeah, so she ended up having to go for an emergency section, which I'm a little bit gutted about, because I know how much she really wanted to have a proper birth, and I suppose it's really upsetting, in it, because that's 2 emergency sections she's ended up having to have now. But at the end of the day, it's all about getting your baby healthy and safe and making sure mum is okay. Anyway, Chelsea is feeling better. She said, I'm just glad the pain's over, and I'm just glad that she's out now, because she was getting sick and tired of being pregnant and just feeling off like you do when you get to the end of your pregnancy. I think everybody feels like that, don't they? So anyway, she has arrived. We have a new granddaughter. The kids have a new niece, so we're so excited to meet her. I can't wait to give her cuddles. But she just looks like a little chunk. She's just so cute. She's the absolute double of Kaya when he was born, sorry. And like, you wouldn't even think it was a different baby. If you shown that picture to anybody, they would swear that was Kaya. It's just funny how like the double of each other they are. But anyway, I'm so happy. We're all so happy. We're just want to say a massive congratulations to Aidan and Chelsea, and an even bigger more well done to Chelsea, because obviously, you know, she's quite, what's the word? She's quite timid, Chelsea. So she's I don't even know whether that's the word. Anyway, she's one of them where she's she's a bit of a drama queen, should we make it out to be, where the littlest thing would scare her. So she did really, really well this time. She did really, really well last time, to be fair, and that was the first time. And she had the epidural without, you know, she was worried, she asked questions. But I think this time, because obviously she was more prepared, she kind of knew what was going to happen, she just kind of went with the flow. So very well done to my beautiful daughter for giving us the most precious little granddaughter. Well, now she's gave us the most precious little grandson and the most precious little granddaughter, because we've got 2 now. So it's just such a blessing to be a grandma and a granddad, and it's just a shame, like, the situation that we're in at the minute with COVID and everything else, and having to like restrict who's going to the hospital to visit, you know, because you're used to getting up and going and visit, taking a present, taking a balloon, and you know, and I was so gutted, because I really wanted to be there for her, but obviously because of everything that's going on, that just wasn't possible. But we still got the pictures from the first moment she was born, so I'm happy with that. So I'm just so excited. I can go out shopping and buy baby stuff. I'm just going to be buying for babies like all year round, out, because Davina's going to be due in May, and then we're going to be due in June. It's literally just going to be like baby heaven, innit? Anyway, I just thought I'd check in with you, let you know the good news, And yeah, if we get any more pictures, I'm sure Dave will insert them so you can see. But like I said, if you are not following us on TikTok or Instagram or our Facebook page, then definitely head on over there and check them out, because there will be pictures up there of Arabella when she was born. And if you're new to this channel, hi everybody, welcome, and I hope you're going to start loving our vlogs. We are trying to make it better. We kind of dipped a little bit, got a little bit what's the word, just out of rhythm really. So we are trying our best. It's just so hard with this lockdown, like, to try and think of something to do with all the kids in one place. Especially, I know I always bang on about this, like, our house is too small, but it is literally too small for us all to do something together as a family. So the only way we're going to be able to work this out is if we do an activity with the girls and then one with the boys. But then you feel guilty because you're doing one with the girls and the boys going, oh, but I wanted to do that. But they don't realise that they can pick to do the same, or they can pick to do something different. That way, it would be better if they pick to do something different, because then, like, a few months down the line, the others can have a turn of the stuff that the others have done, if you kind of know what I mean. And they can make theirs a little bit different. So I think that's where we're going to have to work it out. We're going to have to do it in twos. So it's like Penelope and Aurora, Portia and, I don't know, Oscar, then Alfie and Mason. And then, oh, excuse me, so tired. Oh, that's because I was up messaging Chelsea most of the night. But yeah, that's probably how we're going to have to work it. Unless we can kind of make some space in the living room so we can all kind of do some kind of family activity. But yeah, I'm going to love you and leave you. I'm going to get the rest of the day started. We're going to get some Christmas decorations up. Like I said, it is a little bit later on now. It's probably around 4 o'clock. So it's probably not going to be a very long vlog today. But as you can imagine, we are super excited. You know, we've just become grandparents and we've been messaging everybody and showing everybody the baby. So, but yeah, we've still got plenty. We've still got plenty of time to fit plenty in for you guys to see. And yeah, so the next couple of days are probably just going to be of us putting Christmas decorations up anyway. So it's not really going to be anything exciting unless you really love decorations. But we've been out and bought some more today. Some like window stickers for the living room window and some for the walls, which we buy every year, and then we just bin and buy some new ones. I actually ordered some new, what are they called? Decorations for the Christmas tree. And then realised that it said they were made of cardboard. So I cancelled the order. I'm going to have another look later to see if we can find the same ones but in plastic. Hopefully we can. But yeah, so we're hoping to get through all of the boxes we've got done tonight. Definitely gonna, well, I was gonna do the lights in the windows, but now it's a little bit too late, so we'll probably end up with condensation on the windows. So we'll probably leave that now till tomorrow and just try and get everything else done. We can work around Christmas lights, can't we? But if we get everything else on the walls, it'll be so cozy at night just to sit there and admire all of the Christmas decorations. But anyway, I hope everybody else has had a fantastic morning, afternoon, whether you're in work, whether you're off now, whether you're in isolation, or whatever you're doing. I hope you've had an amazing day, but I'll check in with you guys soon.
Alright guys, so surprise, I'm over at the studio. Don't worry, it isn't Wednesday, it's actually Thursday. But because of everything that happened yesterday with Chelsea giving birth to baby Arabella, we obviously were just like overwhelmed and just answering questions and comments and well wishes and stuff like that. And then it just one thing led to another, and I had to come over here today and end the vlog. So you know, our granddaughter, she's beautiful, she's gorgeous. We're in love with her already. She's gonna play havoc with Kaya. I can just see it now. He's got his work cut out for him there, 100%. But yeah, life is amazing, especially like the picture that we've shown you before. It's just beautiful. Unfortunately, she actually had a C-section, but Chelsea's all right. She was actually talking to Sarah before on FaceTime, so she's in good spirits, which is fantastic. And we can't wait to see baby Arabella and hold her and give her cuddles and everything else. So I'm over at the studio, as you can see. There is loads going on over here. It's an actual shit tip at the minute, as per usual, but I've just got another 3D printer come. It is the Sunlu S8 massive build printer. This is like the last entry really into the farm for the minute. Well, until next year, I reckon. Middle of next year, we'll probably look at updating a few other printers in there, but for the minute, everything's looking pretty cool. Obviously got the massive one in the corner there in the middle. You can see it here. This one, it's it really needs my time and attention. My time and attention at the minute can't be with that printer, so I'm going to take a day next week when I'm going to pull it off there. I'm going to put it on the bench over here, and just going to spend a good evening seeing what we could do with it, and hopefully we'll be able to get it running and working, fingers crossed. But for now, I'm going to crack on here. I'm going to build this printer, this Sunlu one, and then we're going to install it, and then I don't know where it's going to go. We're going to have to find room. I'm going to have to move everything around, I think, all over the place, because we had the Anycubic. That's been done, that's there now. I haven't done a test print on it yet. I'm going to get a test print done either today or tomorrow. But I'm rambling again, and it's all about baby Arabella. I keep calling her Freya because that's the second name, it's double barreled. So do not forget to smash the like button, subscribe if you're not already. Make sure you click the notification bell, it does nothing. Make sure you leave us a comment if you can. And we will see you guys tomorrow, because we do this every single day.